Well, Freddie, that's now back-to-back games with a home run for you. I know that this year has been a little bit of a grind, but I have to imagine this is the best you're feeling right now.
Yeah, it feels good. I'm glad I was able to hold it after an off day, so that's nice. I feel good, so hopefully I can carry it into this nice hot game tomorrow.
Of course, you hear all the chants, but can you tell me just what was the biggest adjustment you think that's led to these results?
I wish I could give you a pinpoint. It's baseball, and I've been grinding. The work in the cage has been a lot better, so I don't know if it's a confidence thing or what, a swing change, but I don't know. I'm not going to try and guess what it is, and I'm just going to try and keep it going.
As much as it was a stickier one out here,
yeah.
Clayton Kershaw, how impressive was he, as well as Justin Robleski?
Yeah, I mean, Clayton's Clayton. Finds a way. I think he was at the pool all day with his kids yesterday, and he just comes out here and fires 6 shutout innings. Nothing surprises me with him. It's the reason why he's a first ballot Hall of Famer, and he showed it again, and Justin was awesome closing it down, getting it safe.
So as much as you guys are facing the Rays, this is the Yankee spring training facility. You happen to be really good against the Yankees during the postseason. Does it kind of feel familiar, like home here?
Well, I played here a lot in my life, being on this side of the country during spring training. So it's nothing new. So I'm kind of used to everything, but I wouldn't say it's a Yankee thing.
All right, Freddie. Well, congratulations on this win and starting the series on a high note.
Thank you, Kirsten.
Well, Dave, how did you see just Clayton Kershaw really grind through this outing and find ways to be very efficient?
I think that's what it was. There was a lot of strike throwing, and that's his hallmark, and a lot of early contact, and I just felt he was in a good rhythm. I thought Will and him were on the same page tonight and mixed well. The breaking ball, fastball to both sides of the plate, and just kind of getting some funky swings. And, you know, in conditions like this with the humidity, it's really important to be efficient, and he was.
How have you seen Justin just really step into this bulk inning guy who can shut down games, especially when you have a 5-0 lead, things like that?
It's great. Justin is great in the sense that he's up for anything, and he's all in, and, you know, he knows when his number's called, he's going to go out there and go as hard as he can for as long as he can. And tonight he did a good job of spelling the bullpen, and for us to use one guy out of the pen was huge and get guys all reset, you know, as we go into the weekend. But really good. You know, you see him, the strike throwing, kind of going after guys, you know, getting quick outs, and there were some strikeouts late. So, again, he's just continuing to do what he's done for the last month.
What's Freddie done differently these last 10 games with the turnaround at the plate?
Well, I think that there was a mechanical thing that he saw a couple weeks ago, and I think with that he's given himself a little bit more space to be able to shoot balls the other way, not be underneath. Even the ball today, he got to a fastball down and in, which he hadn't done much, you know, before that. And so I just think he's covering more pitches, and he's in a good place with his mechanics and feeling good.
Is this the kind of turnaround, like when you guys talk about wanting the core of the lineup to kind of look more like themselves? Is this a good sign, at least for him, about kind of how these last 2 months might look?
It is, and kind of just the way it is, you know, the way the roster is set up is, you know, those guys got to be themselves, and when they are themselves, bless you, it just makes it easier for everyone. And not that it's pressure, but it's just go out there and be who you are, and have guys like tonight, Freddie and Will picked us up. Shohei got a couple knocks, and yeah, and at the back end, I thought Freeland continues to shine and looks comfortable in a major league uniform. So, again, it starts with the pitching that Clayton gave us tonight.
Dave, what can be said? I mean, I know this is a smaller ballpark and a little bit uncharacteristic, but what can be said about the reception for Shohei and your team in general with a restricted crowd like this?
I thought the energy was good. We as the Dodgers, we travel well. People want to see Shohei play, and people want to see us play, and it was a packed house. And, you know, I just think that, you know, the Rays baseball is doing the best they can, and so the conditions, it was hot out there and humid, but I think that everyone's making the most of it. But I'd pay money to watch Shohei play too.
Doc, with the events of the last couple of days, that other teams are trying to get better. The Padres seem to be loading up. How does all this affect you, the way you're looking at your ball club from here to the end?
I don't think, in all honesty, I don't think it affects us. A lot of teams got better, and that's what teams try to do that are, you know, competing at the deadline. But I think for us, I love the core of our club, and certainly with the guys that we have coming back, and it really doesn't affect us. I just feel like, you know, we just got to focus on ourselves, and I know it sounds trite and boring, but we got to play our own baseball, and, you know, if we do that, I feel we're the best team.
Recently, you've been saying that you've liked the at-bats that you've been seeing more. What do you think has kind of led to that, you know, just team-wide, the shift?
I don't know. I think there's a little heightened focus. I don't know what triggered that. It's a long season, and to expect guys to be, locked in for 162, that's probably a hard ask. But I do think that, even Teo is, scuffling right now. He's bearing down, and it's not. He's not trying to give at bats away. He's grinding, and guys will find their way, like Mookie, like Teo, like Andy, and so. I just want to see us win pitches and take good at bats. And if we do that, we'll score runs.
Well, Clayton, just when you look at this outing, there's a little bit of traffic, but how you were able to get out of it, navigate through their lineup, just what was the key for you and how you got through this one?
I think it was just better command overall today. Slider is definitely better. Obviously, last one in Boston wasn't very good, so able to throw the slider a little bit more. Curveball for strikes, which was nice. Will did a good job. Identified that they're basically taking that early, so be able to get ahead with that was nice. And then, just got some big outs when I needed to. Second inning had some traffic, able to get out of that. And then that last thing in the sixth, same thing, just got some big outs there. So sometimes it's just the difference in the game is just getting the outs when they matter.
Between the Boston one and this one, was there anything you found in specific that maybe you went back to just for the kind of the sharpness?
No, honestly, I think just keep getting the reps in, and I had a better bullpen in between starts this one, so some days you just feel better than others, and today felt all right.
Is it like just pitching in this ballpark?
Yeah, I mean it's spring training. It definitely feels kind of spring training. I know they've done the best they can, so good crowd though. It's fun to see every seat filled, which is good, and you just try to treat it like every game, I guess. But, definitely, you feel like you're in spring training a little bit just with everything that's around. And it's definitely not cool, I'll tell you that.
Clayton, you obviously had success against this lineup tonight, but what makes this Rays team so difficult to pitch against?
I mean, they've just got guys that match up well with lefties, righties. They do a good job platooning. Obviously, the two guys at the top, Diaz and Kim, are very good against lefties. Aranda wasn't in there tonight, but he's having a great year. So, they got guys up and down the lineup that can, beat you deep, give you a tough time with the long ball, and then guys that can grind out at bats. So it's just a good combo.